What's going on, hustlers? Back at you guys with another video. Thank you guys so much for all the growth on the channel. You guys have just been phenomenal. I don't have words. I'm super grateful for you guys, man. I mean, none of this is possible without you guys. You guys are the reason why I was able to get, new equipment. I was able to get a dual camera setup. I was able to get a mic. I'm able to get, editors, right? Lately my focus really has just been reinvesting in the information that I'm giving you guys. I recently signed up to take some training myself. I recently, got some editors on board, right? So just making the content more digestible, doing more research about the best way that I can, provide you guys information. So I'm just super grateful. But anyways, let's get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about the 4 most overlooked industries in the government contracting space. And if you guys appreciate this kind of content, if you guys find it informational, helpful, useful, anything at all, scroll down, click the subscribe button, or at the very least just like the video, because it really helps the channel. So I would be super grateful. Let's get this thing rolling, but without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first product market, or I guess kind of industry that really gets overlooked in the government contracting space is specialized environmental monitoring equipment. Why is it overlooked? So a lot of times the focus tends to be on larger scale environmental services or infrastructure projects rather than the niche monitoring products. All right, so the opportunities that are out there are going to involve stuff like air and water quality monitoring, radiation detection, and soil testing. All right, and then there's going to be a lot of stuff in sensors and data collection tools for environmental protection and compliance, right? So basically the way that you would go about this practical application is you're going to want to look up the NAICS codes for the things that I'm discussing, right? So specialized environmental monitoring equipment. And then you're going to want to look at, water quality stuff, air quality stuff, soil testing, right? NAICS codes, then find the FSC codes. And then you're going to want to plug those into fsccodelookup.com, see what comes up. And then, you're going to want to go to fsccodelookup.com once you've gotten the NAICS codes and you kind of understand how that stuff is organized. And then you're going to want to take those FSC codes, plug them into DIBS, right? And then you're going to want to look at the solicitations that come up, and then boom, you're going to want to get to work. All right, sweet. So number 2 on the list. So we've got renewable energy components. So why is it overlooked? A lot of government contracts in renewable energy are oftentimes focused on large-scale projects rather than the parts. Very similar to the environmental monitoring stuff, right? Because we deal with products, right, we get to basically just think, okay, what is the gap between the idea of what the government has and then, that idea manifesting itself, right? And a lot of times it's going to be people, right? You're going to need qualified people. You're going to need funding. You're going to need time, but a lot of times you're also going to need the products, right? The tools to be able to conduct these kinds of experiments or monitoring or projects, complete these, these tall tasks, right? So this is something that I think is going to be a very insightful video for you guys in terms of bridging the gap between what the government has as an idea or what they would like to do versus what they're actually able to do, right? That's how you really make the money. And a lot of this stuff isn't sexy at all, but that's where you really make the money, bro. Like I sold bearings. That was my thing. It's not cool. It's not sexy. I've only sold one actual weapon in my entire time. Like over 130 contracts, it's been one freaking weapon, bro. So I don't really get to sell anything cool, but the real money is made in the boring stuff, the stuff that the government is going to need to keep buying over and over no matter what, or the stuff that they're going to need to buy significantly more of as time passes by. So let's get into renewable energy components. It's going to be a lot of stuff like solar panels, wind turbine parts, and energy storage systems, right? So generators. Solar is a huge industry commercially, right? So anytime you come across something that's a huge industry commercially, just find the government equivalent and there's your application, right? And supply contracts for renewable energy are increasingly being pursued by government agencies aiming for sustainability, right? So that's a pretty big one. All right. Number 3, high-tech safety and security products. All right. So this is going to be all of our cameras, communication systems, safety equipment, personal protective gear, like Kevlar and stuff like that, in terms of like bulletproof vests. I don't even know if they still use that stuff. I'm just going off the dome here, right? But it's going to be a lot of biometric scanners, surveillance stuff, emergency communication systems, right? So again, you want to go find the FSC codes for these items, fsccodelookup.com. It's 100% free. Then you want to go and throw those into dibs, bid on the stuff that's open. All right. So that's how you're going to go about that. And then the 4th thing that we have on the agenda, and this one actually, I met a company that actually specializes in manufacturing this stuff. And then we did while we were at the conference, we literally just decided to look to see how much money the government spends on this stuff on FPDS, while also looking to see how many contracts are open for this stuff. Dude, it was insane, bro. Like, you wouldn't even believe it. And it makes total sense once you rationalize it, right? So number 4, specialized laboratory equipment. All right. So this is going to be all your scales. These are going to be custom lab furnishings, analytical instruments, precision instruments, anything that you're going to need in like a developmental facility, even like eye washes and stuff. Literally just think of anything that, you use in science class, right? The government needs that stuff. Like, they're doing a whole bunch of R&D. They're conducting all kinds of tests and experiments, right? So specialized lab equipment it's crazy out there. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been noticing that the shorter videos are doing a lot better. So yeah, we kept this one short and sweet. Make sure you check out the link down below for our Skool community. It's $19 a month, and we have weekly group coaching calls every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST, and those calls are recorded. And all the content that I have ever created is there for you guys in one place for $19 a month. It is cheaper than a Netflix subscription. So check that out and hit the links down below for our free PDF or our free acronym sheet. And as always, not only am I looking forward to your success, I am absolutely sure of it. Let's go print those dollars. See ya.